Okay, so I have no idea what to film. All the projects that I have in my head or that I want to do, everything's kind of messed up. Parts here, parts there. But I do want to make a video. I feel like my filming skills are a little rusty. Oh, but check this out. This is actually pretty cool. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Look at these things. They're targets out of some chairs and some half-inch plates of steel. Hopefully they hold. Like I said, I have no idea what to do in this video. So I'm just gonna go over all the projects that I currently have that you guys probably don't know about. First and foremost, this is my Manco Go-Kart. I literally just got this thing just to use it a couple times and sell it. Has this cool Briggs & Stratton 5.5 horsepower, I believe it's yeah, it is a Briggs & Stratton. Pretty cool go-kart, no suspension, so the roughest ride when it's over bumpy dirt. Then over here we got my mini quad with a 125cc knockoff version of a Honda or a Leafin. It has 3 gears forward and 1 reverse, and it also has this ridiculous short pipe exhaust. I did make a video on this one. I just drove it around the backyard. It's a cool little mini bike. Rough ride, very, very rough ride. No suspension in the back, because if I do put a suspension, the back sprocket comes out of alignment and the chain comes off. So that's an issue. But I mean, even if it did have a shock, it would still be a pretty rough ride. Then over here, we got my little Yamaha Ttr90. This one's a trooper. This one's never let me down. Although I do need to put a new carb on it because that one is leaking. This one's pretty cool. I've had it as a kid. It's my everything bike. I mean, I use it when I go to the desert. If I need to go to the bathroom at night or whatever, I always take this. Or if I get bad reception and I just want to go up a mountain, I use that one. Then obviously over here, the big one, the Polaris Scrambler. This one's pretty rare. I haven't seen this one a lot. I do see its brother, the I think it's the Polaris Sportsman. It's another name, but everything internally is the same, apart from the suspension a little bit. But engine's the same. I put this cheetah print mainly because the original seat was all cracked. And it's a little inside joke for if you've ever seen the Dave Chappelle show, the Legal Leopard scene. That's where I got that from. And I also put it on the mini bike. And over here, the badass mini sand rail. Yeah, this one I built from the ground up. I literally just had the exoskeleton, the roll frame, which I believe is from an Odyssey, a Honda Go-Kart. So it did have the ground rails from the original Odyssey, but it was really not pretty. So I made this bottom end frame here with this suspension bracket system. The suspension is actually from, I believe, a Polaris Scrambler, just like this one. When I bought this frame for the mini sandrail, it actually came with a bunch of other parts. And funny enough, it actually did come with another engine and transmission for the 4x4 version of this one. Luckily, the engine is the same. But I got that before I got the quad, so now I have a backup engine just in case this one blows up. Or if I want to build the other one to like racing spec for like overhead cams and what have you. Probably won't do that because I do want to make another version of this, but the 4x4 version with that engine, that transmission. So I'm debating whether or not to take that engine and make another buggy out of it. But continuing on, it has not much. It's very simple. Which is why I wanted it. Very simple, very easy to fix if anything breaks. Got the steering wheel. Originally, I wanted to put the accelerator and brake on the hand things here, but it was kind of cumbersome with the cables and all that, so I just decided to go with floor pedals. Has the fake extinguisher. I don't know if that breaks any fire hazard laws, but slap that on there because it looked cool. And over here it has a 150cc single piston engine. Runs pretty good. I think I got the wrong carb for it because when I do turn it on, it does do a couple funky things. But that could also be because it has a bunch of vacuum lines everywhere, and I'm not really using any of that, and the automatic choke isn't connected. So I don't know, I might buy another carb and just get rid of that one. But this thing has something weird that I've never seen before, which is a double chain. I mean, I don't know what that's all about. I can only assume because it has a lot of torque, because this thing is built for a two-seater go-kart, so that probably is why. But up until now, I've never seen that. And over here is my Mercury 5 horsepower two-stroke outboard motor. It doesn't work because I can't. It needs a new carb because this one's trashed, but I can't find that carb. Like, I can't anywhere on Google. I can't find it. And I really don't like two-stroke because I've had bad luck. Historically speaking, I've had bad lucks with two-stroke. So what I really want to do is I want to take this out and configure it to have a four-stroke lawnmower engine, just because I like four-stroke a little better. But I don't know much about water vessels, so I don't know if it needs the two-stroke there, or it's gonna mess with something internally. I mean, as far as I could tell, it's not gonna change anything down here. It's just gonna change the power configuration. So if anybody knows out there, let me know. Oh, and I also forgot about this project that I've had on hold until I make some room in here. But this is my out of focus. This is my vintage shifter car. I say vintage because this frame is pretty old. The parts look pretty old too, so I can only assume it's from the 70s, 80s, or early 90s. It has seen some better days. I mean, I've done a little things to it, like put the axle on there, the brakes, the brake booster, the seat, the back gear, and that's pretty much it on my end. I still need to make like a bracket, the bracket that holds the steering wheel in place, but I'll do that once I have the tires, because really what's stopping me from continuing is the back tires and the back hubs that hold the tires to the axle. And I already have the engine ready. I mean, this thing is, I've already gone through it. I got this thing off of the swap meet, and I already had the torque converter ready, so this thing is gonna haul some major ass. I mean, I've had this engine before, but the Honda version, and it's pretty good stuff. I adjusted the valves already. The engine I had before, the Honda one, actually went on a go-kart similar to that one, and it was really fast. And that was with a normal centrifugal clutch, the one that just goes on top of the output shaft and that's it. Now with the torque converter, I could only assume how much more power this thing's gonna put out. So this one's gonna be an interesting build. I'm definitely gonna film the whole process on that one because it's gonna be worthy of videos. So yeah, that's pretty much all my projects that I have currently. Really, the only thing stopping me from continuing on with the fast vintage shifter cart is space. I mean, I just don't have anywhere to build it. I'm gonna be getting rid of these two soon. Hopefully this one, and maybe the mini quad. Just so I could get room. This one I kind of lost interest in. I mean, I know it looks really badass and everything, but for some reason it just doesn't speak to me. I just don't want to work on it.